What's going on, guys? Hey, it's me, it's Alex. Um, you know, I just wanted to do a quick video, uh, trying to think of what to do, for my first video back, and honestly, I just want to do a quick, deck profile. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. Uh, eh. Maybe I should have adjusted all this before I push record. Yeah, no. That would mark me as a professional, and I'm not one of those. Okay, so this deck, I have no idea what to call this. All these decks, we have a name for them, Chrono Control, Aggro, Hailfire, or you can apply these keywords and the archetype name to the deck to kind of give a general description of what the deck does. I do not know what to call this. So this is made from a guy in our Discord whose a name I'll put in the description. He does have a YouTube channel. I will link it in the description. And the best way I can describe this deck is to call it a put into play deck, if that makes any sense. And it probably doesn't, but it will in a second. The main cards that are a part of this deck that kind of make it what it is are Stardust, Constellation, which we are doing 2 of in the deck. And let's see, where can I find this other card? Yes. Shivervault Glacier. And I might as well show all the creatures in this deck. We got 2 Caustic Silhouettes, 2 Magma Mountain Lavasis, one of the new Hailfire creatures from this current set, 1 Flashfire, Nebulous Haze, 1 Anathema, very powerful, Chrono Secret Rare from last set. Also, 1 Distorted Lingerer. Not a lot of people played this, have been playing this card, mainly because it wasn't around for a long time. It wasn't available for purchase for a long time. It was only available through the Exodus store, like, for a month, and during the Christmas season, during the holiday season, I think. And it might have only been available through December. I hardly ever see any decks with it, but which is funny because it has a fantastic ability, which is when this creature enters play, you may target and activate 1 ability on the field that triggers when it enters play. So basically, it will copy a on-summon ability. You target a on-summon ability, basically a creature that has an on-summon ability that is already on the field somewhere. Target it and replicate its effect. And you can kind of play this on normal summon, and in response to its normal summon, activate its ability, target the effect, and then that becomes its on-summon ability. It'll activate it. And also, its Afterthought it's not super powerful, but it's a nice stun. It can kind of mess with people. It's whenever a player draws from a deck, they draw from the opposite deck instead. I don't know if you can even see that. I'm not going to check the camera to see if you can see it. Screw proper lighting. Let's see. Is there any other creatures in it? But yeah, the main thing with this is the main parts of the strategy are the Shivervaults, and pretty much everything else just ties into this. Of course, these Stardust Meteorite Constellations are brand new. pretty much everything here has an ability that activates when it comes into play. And let's go over to Shivervault. Shivervault's ability is you may activate this ability from your hand or field to discard this creature. If you do, target a player. That player targets up to 2 cards from their hand and puts them on the side of the field frozen. Those cards unfreeze and return to the owner's hand at the end of the turn. Funny thing about this card, it was first conceived of when we first saw it, when the set debuted, as like a disruption to your opponent. You wait for them to play their energy, and then you discard that, and then you target them, and they would be forced to put 2 cards from their hand face down, leaving them with less things to play. But the wording on this card is up to 2. That means anywhere from 0 to 2. So if you targeted your opponent, they would just choose 0 and ignore the effect. And after talking with the creator of the game, after talking with Existence Games, they said their idea was that this would be for you. You would target yourself and put 2 cards frozen down the field. They didn't really give any more information than that. I thought it was not a good idea. I didn't think about it. But then this guy, I think his name is Srn in the Discord, he conceived this deck. Now, a lot of these cards have abilities when they come into play. Now, when you activate Shivervault's effect to put cards on the field face down frozen, they are technically in play now, so their abilities will activate. Even if a creature is frozen, its ability can still activate. Freezing really just stops attacks, and that's about it. So you would discard 1, put up to 2 cards from your hand frozen down, put these 2, their abilities activate. Let's see. Even Linger activates. When this creature is summoned, okay, Hail Flashfire won't activate, but if you summon it, it generates an energy, then someone kills it, you can keep it on the field as an afterthought, just floating, and Distorted Lingerer can keep targeting its effects as it's being put into play, either by summon or by Shivervault, and keep generating energy. So it's not a bad idea. Even Caustic Silhouette, its ability reads, when this creature enters play, you may discard 1 card from your hand and draw a card. This is insane. And then Anathema is really just there to stop burn damage or stop life point change. It's a buff for the Chronos. It's really insane. But let's move on. Explaining what the abilities are. So you know what Caustic does. When you put it into play, discard a card, draw 1. This generates energy. This copies any of the on-summon abilities. Let me rephrase that. Distorted Lingerer copies 1 ability on the field that triggers when it enters play. So, here we are, putting these effects into a box and closing them off, and we just don't understand it until we finally grasp what the wording says, and then all of a sudden the deck just opens up. This Magma Mountain Lavassis' ability is, when this creature enters play, you may add 1 Hailfire from your graveyard to your hand for each rarity you have on the field. Well, me personally, I use uncommon energy, so uncommon, rare, that's 2 rarities on the field. So you would put 1 on play, and you could search up to 2 Hailfires, which could be Stardust Constellation, your Lavassis, or the Flashfire, all searchable with that ability. Insane. And of course, Linger can copy all these effects, including the effect of the new Stardust Constellation, Stardust Meteorite Constellation. It is a Hailfire. Its ability is Fire Flow Sequence. It also has Ignite and Burst, like the Hailfires of this set. When this creature enters play, reveal the top 2 cards of your main deck. For each creature revealed this way, you may move an energy in play somewhere else on the same side of the field. For each symmetry revealed this way, draw an energy. So you can buff your hand. You can also disrupt your opponent. If they have monsters that are sitting on top of energy, you can then move it to start a new pile, and then the creature dies. They don't lose the energy, but they lost the creature. And if you use one Shiver Vault to activate 2, they'll be put down frozen, of course, but they'll activate. You'll basically, they'll both try to resolve at the same time. You pick the first one to resolve, reveal 1, 2, just an example. Let's say they're creatures. Okay, you move 2 energy. Now the second one has to resolve. You've just moved 4 energy around. Maybe you've killed 2 creatures. Maybe you killed 1 large 4 energy creature. This deck has so much control, and I haven't even gotten to the symmetries yet. Insane. You have Stardust, Meteorite Constellation, Magma Mountain Levasis, Distorted Lingerer, Flashfire, 2 Caustic Silhouettes, and 2 Shiver Vault Glaciers. Insanely powerful deck. And of course, the Anathema, but I didn't want to get into that until we get into more of the symmetries, which is right now. So, our symmetries for this deck. 2 Sign of the Crow. Discard a card and search out the Chronos. We can even search out Anathema turn 1 to buff up our Chronos. Of course, 2 Vortexes, because it's the best hand disruption in the game. Don't give your opponent a chance to have a hand next turn. 2 free turns for you. 2 Treasury of Tree Forges. Great stun. You get to look at their hand for free. You get hand knowledge and knowledge of their top deck. You can send 1 card. The idea is that you send 1 card from their up to 1 card. That means you can either 0 or 1 card from their hand, top of deck, and graveyard, and move them to one of the other zones. Well, you can just choose 1 card from their hand, 1 card from their top deck, send them both to grave. If they have a card that they might consider to be dead in their hand, you can always take that from the graveyard and top deck it. Then again, they are drawing 3 cards next turn, so it might not help that much, but the option's there. 2 Chains. Might as well stall. And since you are... nothing more to be said about that. 2 chains is 2 chains. And since you are moving energy around with Stardust Constellation, they might have energy like this or whatever, you can always move their energy around so it's all into one big pile, move it all under 1 creature so that it's a target for the 1 unsummon in the deck. Wow, this is insane. It is insanely powerful. Gosh. Let me see if I can... Should I just do some shuffling? Do a couple practice hands to see what I get? Might as well. What do we call this deck? Hand disruption? Chrono hand disruption? Chrono Hailfire hand disruption? Hailfire Chrono Control? Like what? What do we call this thing? It's got Hailfire, it's got 2 Shardfolk, and Chronos. Shard, Hailfire, Chrono Control. Like, what is this? Shiver Vault Control. Okay, I think that's enough. We'll just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Opening hand, Distorted Lingerer, Caustic Silhouette, and Constellation. Let's see, Energy Phase. 1, 2. Oof. Really make me think about this play. If only discarding it would put Stardust into play. But then that might be just a bit too broken. Okay, tell you what. Caustic Silhouette, ability, discard to draw. Test that energy. Draw a card. Shit. I don't like that card. Distorted Lingerer. Target, Caustic. Let's toss the Magma Levasis. I don't want it. Draw. Hey, there you go. Chains. Pass turn. Pray they don't open. Even if they do Covet. Okay, now attack. Okay, that's gone. That's there. Okay. Pass turn. Okay, thanks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All the stun we could ask for. A Chains, a Vortex, and a Treasury of Treeforge. But you know what? I still have this one sitting here, so let's pop that. Hey, it's our baby. Well, why not? Shiver Vault. Discard it. Let's put down up to 2, it said. Well, I'll just put down the 1 Constellation. I reveal top 2 of my deck, and we will see what we get. 1 Symmetry. 1 Symmetry. Let's see, that is, for each Symmetry revealed this way, draw an energy. Hey, not bad. And it does not say shuffle. They go back on top in the exact same way they were before. So now I'm playing with 5 energy. No creatures, but all disruption. So let's just, you know what? Just in case they have a leech. Treasury Treeforge. Let's send the card from your hand and a card from your top deck to the grave. Okay. Do I? Well, I have a Chains here waiting to resolve. Fine. Chains. And we'll just go into energy, just lay it all out. Just do. Pass turn. Other Chains activates. After their draw phase, top of the energy phase, Vortex. Be good. Okay. Pay. 2, 3. Oh, that's right. This will back to hand. How about that? Because it only lasts for 1 turn. So they're double chained. Okay, maybe they drew a creature. Well, let's stop that. Treasury Treeforge, send 2 deck. Send 2 of those 3 cards that they just drew to the grave, or 1 from their hand, 1 of the top deck. Maybe something they couldn't use in the grave that they discarded. We'll put it back on top deck. They'll keep drawing it. They're chained. Pass turn. I have 1 unsummon and 2 Stardust in hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now that's good looking. 1 Flashfire, 1 Shiver Vault, and 1 Caustic Silhouette. Hey, I have an idea. Let's put the energy down first. 1, 2, and gosh. Will keeping that one for Caustic be greedy? Maybe a little bit. Tell you what, let's go ahead and Shiver Vault. And let's put the 2 Stardust Constellations down. Let's reveal top deck. Symmetry and creature. Oh boy. And a symmetry. So here's a fun interaction here. I get to move an energy on their field, plus I get to draw an energy, and I draw an energy for the Sign of the Crow. That was the effect of 1 Stardust Stardust. Now let's resolve the other one and do it again. Draw 2 energy and move an energy on their side of the field. Or I could move 2 over here, you know, and do that. There, I've made a 4 pile. Now, energy phase with my new hand of 5 energy. Wow, this is going to be a recurring thing where I keep getting 5 energy. 1, 2. How many creatures do I have in hand again? 2. Oof. 3. And then 1 extra one. Oh wait, I'll keep that in hand. Creature phase. Caustic Silhouette on 3. Use the ability, discard a card from hand to draw. Oh, looky here, it's Anathema I saw earlier. Summon Flashfire. It generates an energy. Got it right back. Well, if you were using the Stardust, in fact, you know what? Let's just say we didn't do that. Because more, this would have been not over here. Well, because I'm thinking I want to move their energy more since they built the field last turn. So this would be like 2 energy. So I didn't move anything. We'll just say it's like that. There. And I made that pile. There. And then this would have generated that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting confused. Let's just go with that. How would that turn have played out if I didn't move energy on my side of the field? You tell me. Anyway, Anathema, mill 1, Sign of the Crow is gone. Add 2 energy. Hopefully you've moved enough energy on their side of the field to create 1 creature that has all the energy, because now you can unsummon it, pay. These 2 are still frozen on the field. They're going to come back to our hand at the end of the turn. Alright, let's swing for 4, 5, 6, 7. Hail Flashfire will make an energy. Pass turn. These 2 come back to my hand. And now I have a pretty sizable field for them to deal with. Not bad. And next turn, the cards awaiting me are Levasis, Vortex, and Sign of the Crow. Should they clear my board, I will have plays. I can have Flashfire go to grave. I'll draw those 3 here. These 2 will actually be in my hand now. Let's just say those will be gone then. Tricky, because I want to get my cards back. Oh, that's right, I'll have energy. So, energy 1, 2, 3. Let's do... Let's do a... Can you see this over here? Hopefully you can. Let's do a Stardust over here. So, that... Oh no! That won't work, actually. And screen transfers play, yada yada yada. Remove the top of the cards main deck. Okay. Yeah, let's do Levasis first. Add 2 back to hand. Cool thing is, if Anathema was still in play somewhere, like frozen on the field, this is a secret rare, which is a 3rd rarity. So it would be uncommon, rare, secret rare, and then you can pull 3 Hailfires back. Just, you know, just throwing that out there. So I'll take back Flashfire. Anything else I can pull back here? Oh, another Magma Mountain. Might as well. Let's see here. Now that we've got those out, let's pitch Caustic and draw. So we'll just reshuffle. See, this deck is amazingly consistent. It really is a great stun deck. Has great stun options. I never seem to be losing any advantage. I never not have anything that's dead in my hand. It's very rare. And I'll just cut it like that, and then draw one, unsummon. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's do a flash fire to draw another energy. Let's Stardust, reveal 2. Ooh, get a move and a draw. So now I have 2 energy, plus I've moved energy. Do I want to go for game? Why not? This one time, we'll go for that. But then, hey, look at this. I can do it again. Let's see here. And that was those 2. So Anathema, remember, is a symmetry and a creature. So that would be 2 energy drawn and 1 move. Let's move an energy. You know what? Let's move this one right here, because I still have another creature to play, just so I can go full out. You know what? I have Sign of the Crow. You know what I could have done? Let's not do this. Instead, Sign of the Crow. I'll discard one of these energy that I just drew. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get that Lingerer back. Or you can even go to Anathema if you want. But I think in this case, the Lingerer helped me build a better board. I'll just cut like that. There we go. Yeah, put Lingerer into play, copy and Flashfire's ability. Now let's put the bosses down. There we go. How about that? I have 3 energy in hand, a Vortex and an Unsummon. Let's swing. Flashfire will create an energy. Swing for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. And before that, I can even unsummon one of their creatures to kind of make board clearing easier. And then next turn, Vortex. Do you understand? Do you understand this deck? And how absolutely fun this deck is. I've tested this deck a few times among the same person against a Hailfire deck that is very aggressive, and they dislike it a lot. Next 3 cards after shuffle was Caustic, Chains, and Anathema. Oof. Anathema played and would mill, should revolt. Oof. Can't win them all. But yeah, this deck is insane. I will link, put a link in the description to the YouTube channel of the guy who plays this deck, and who you know, gave me the idea, not gave me an idea, but let me copy his deck so I could play it here. Yeah, to me these are the stars of the deck, but really the whole thing is just amazing. Well, alright. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for continuing to support the channel. Please remember to subscribe to all the Yu-Gi-Tubers. Yu-Gi-Tubers! Oh my gosh! I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Since COVID started, okay? So you kind of have to go easy on me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is crazy. I have to like invent a new term for us, because there's more than one of us now. There's like, what, 4 of us now that I can remember? Exodus Tubers? Eh? Do I want to create a name for it? Maybe not. Anyways. Thanks for Thanks for watching. I'm gonna leave names in the description of guys you should subscribe to. And if you have any deck ideas or suggestions for videos, let me know and I will consider it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And let me just walk over here and turn the camera off. Okay, thanks. Bye.